Hey guys, it's 11:43 p.m., July 12th. Just wanted to quickly discuss after hours position that we're trying to get into, give you some analysis and a few comments about the market. We right now we have China, which is up over 1%, 1.2% right there. Rose on the GDP data. Fundamentally positive, technically positive right now, and we have technicals that are actually agreeing with the fundamentals. We had a higher low put in on our longer time frame chart, our 60-minute. The one that goes that's even longer than that is the 1 day is a daily chart, but basically our longest time frame chart that we utilize regularly is a 60-minute. We have the higher low put in at 37.75. And what we're anticipating is an uptrend from here. To give you a little narrow down, go down on the charts, we have on the 5-minute the steady uptrend with the higher lows being put in. We have the lower low at 41.50, which is actually our which is the invalidation point for our stop. So to give you a faster term picture, here's the 4 range. We had a steady downtrend up to around 8 o'clock, where we had the higher low put in, the breakout of trend right there. We did not buy that trend pullback. We actually weren't by the computer. What we're looking for is a pullback to around 47. Now, a few things to point out why we are trying to go long is we had the first upper Donchian channel test right there, which the way that we look at it is that there's buying pressure in the market, adjusting the line to the upside, and we have our first positive cross on the 4 range, which is also bullish. And since this is a position trade, we have a profit target of 120 ticks and a stop loss at 22 ticks. I'm going to pause the video, and if we get filled, I'm going to continue it. I'm not sure if we'll get filled anytime soon. If it happens overnight, I'll continue it in the morning and let you guys know kind of what happens with the trade. If we don't get filled and the market goes up, what we're going to try to do is increase that limit price, the limit entry price, to attempt to be the following wave of buyers. So let's say, for example, right now with that break, instead of trying to be wave 2 buyers, we're going to adjust our limit order up and attempt to be wave 3 buyers in the market. I'm going to pause the video and we'll continue once something starts happening. Okay, so we got filled long at 47. Just wanted to discuss our stop and target situation. Our stop is below the previous 5-minute swing at 41.25. That's also the invalidation point on a few of our charts. The target is up here at 47 even. I'm sorry, 77 even. What we're assuming is going to occur between tonight and tomorrow is a continuation of this uptrend with a breakout to the upside above 66.50. And back to around those levels above the range that we're in right now. We have a risk. Let me actually talk about the 4-range chart. This is what we entered on the pullback support of the trend line around the moving averages in the trend line around 47. We actually waited for a pretty long time to get into this trade, over an hour to get into the position. And right here is the type of trade we took. Was a pullback long off of a support level. The bigger picture entry signal was the higher low on the 60-minute with the assumption of a break above the high at 66.50. Our entry was 47, stop 41.25, target at 77. It's a 5.45 risk to reward ratio initially. once we're about probably 5 points or so in the money, we'll move our stop above entry price, bringing our risk to 0 with our target set at around $600. If we see conditions change, we'll exit the position early, but for right now we're going to let it play out, and we'll most likely be holding this into the morning. What I'm going to do is stop this video and make a second part to this video, probably in the morning, detailing what happened with the position, if we got stopped out of it, if we took a target earlier, or if we actually met our target at $600. So that's about it. Right now we're a 1.5 in the money, and we're not going to adjust our stop yet or anything, leave it at the invalidation point. What we're going to do is, if this breaks above 53, our new invalidation point is 47.25. Roughly 47 actually. It's going to be our entry. So we're looking for the stop being adjusted to around this level. For right now, we're going to leave it how it is, give the trade some room to work out. Our lower level is right here, indicated by the red line. Upper level is indicated by the green line, and we are expecting a move to the upside because of bullish fundamentals in China with the GDP, and bullish technicals as well, with the market being up over 1.2% in China. So we'll let the trade work out, and we'll be in touch tomorrow morning. So we'll see what happened with the position. Have a good night, guys. Good morning, guys. Just want to give you an update on this position. We are still in it long with a target at 77. If you look at our 15-minute chart, which we consider medium time frame, we adjusted our stop below the swing at 50.50. Our entry was right there. We got filled actually at 47 long. If you looked at the video from earlier, we had a pending order right there, and we got filled, and now our target is at 77. We're gonna leave it up there for now, let the trade play out. What we're gonna most likely have is a pullback in price. We look at that as an ability for us to re-enter with another contract. So we'll have 2 contracts open. Our average price will most likely get moved up to around between 55 and 60. What we'll do is then have our stop above that level. We'll double the leverage with leaving our one target at 77, having the other target, let's say, at 10-20 points away from that entry price. One thing I wanted to also mention right here, right now we're around 500 in the money on the position. What we had was this slowly steady pullback in the morning with a bot signal right there, and confirmation with the cross right there. So you really had, if we were by the computer, you had a few re-entries into the market with a few averaging up opportunities. Now what we're gonna do is, since we are pretty we don't want to give this money back, what's going to happen if we have a deeper pullback on the 5-minute and a failure to break this high, we're going to move our stop below that new swing that forms. And if we have a failure to break this high, we're going to get out between that swing low and this swing high. The expectation now is a pullback with a possibility for us to average up another contract. If we don't do so, we'll just leave the one on the table, but our target is still set at 600, and once any movement starts happening, I'll resume the video and let you guys know what we end up doing. Alright guys, one more update. We averaged up our second contract at 2371 right there. Our signal bar was the basing right here with the higher low on the 5-minute, and that was also depicted on our smaller time frame charts, like right here with the 4 range. What we're gonna do now is move our stop to 69.75, which is right below the currently formed swing low. We have our original target at 77 with that long position at 71, target at 81. So basically, if we could get both of those targets filled, we're looking at 600 from contract 1, and then we would have, actually what we'll do is we'll probably move this down to around I would say probably 79 or so. I'm a little bit worried that we might not be able to break this high, but the way that we expect this to occur is that was the pullback. We didn't hesitate and we added the contract at 71, and the expectation now is the break of 75. With basically, if we break 75, we should have no problem meeting 77. So we're gonna leave our stop for both contracts. This is both contracts at 69.75. And I'm going to pause the video right now, and once we get a break above that or a failure to break high and sellers coming in to bring the market down, I'll resume the video and continue. Alright, I wanted to give you a final update because I actually have to leave. What I'm going to do is I calculated out what our best case and worst case scenario would be. If we get both targets hit, which would be target 1 is for a profit of 600, and then target 2 is for a profit of 200. First contract was long at 47, second one is 71. Target is at 77 and 81. Best case scenario, total profit potential of 800. That's meeting the target that we had set from last night, and also the target above there at 81. Worst case scenario is this long position becomes invalidated with actually a short signal being given. If that occurs and we get stopped out without meeting either target, we have a profit of 430. And right now what it looks like is happening is we have a potential setup for that situation where if we have the lower high, we break this level, test the lower Danshin channel, we could have a sell-off. What we're gonna do though is just leave the position how it is. You know, worst case scenario is we are making the 430, which is double what our daily goal is anyways. And best case scenario is we meet both targets. This trend continues. We withstand pullbacks to let's say 72 to 71. As long as the direction is not invalidated by that major swing break, then we're okay. We're going to leave the position as is. And if you look at your 5-minute chart, that's right below that swing. So right here, with failure to break to set a new high, that means that sellers came in and pushed price down, and there was inability by buyers to break that level. What usually happens is you have another chance, another attempt by buyers to break that level, and if they show that there's buying power, buying pressure in the market, it's not going to be an issue with this initial test attempt and then a pullback. But that's what you have your stop for, and you have to manage the trade accordingly. And if you get stopped out of this position, you want to make sure that you're not losing money and you're getting stopped out for a profit. So what I'm going to do, I'll probably end this video and then start up a final one with analysis on what happened. But once again, this is the situation that we're in. 800 best case, worst case 430. I'll end it there, and I'll let you guys know what happened, and good luck if you trade the rest of the day. Hi guys, final update. We just got stopped out. Total profit on the day 430. We had 2 trades, 860 total profit for the week so far. We have 2 days left. We're not sure if we should have necessarily been out of that trade, but it's better safe than sorry to have the stop below the swing. We're anticipating a bullish flag here with the continuation of the upside, but we met our goal. We exceeded our goal for the day, so we are done. And we'll probably touch base tonight. If we see any positions, we'll record it and go from there. So once again, 430 total on this position, and we have 860 total for the week.